So Ciryl gone is coming off a loss to John Jones in the first round within the first 2 minutes, basically. I got this fight completely wrong. I thought Ciryl gone was going to win the decision. But John Jones just, dominated and took him down and made it look easy. But now Ciryl gone, he's training in his gym because before the fight he was saying how he only trains when he has a fight booked. But I've seen photos of him being in his gym, which is a good sign. As for what he should do next, honestly, there's a few options. Since Stipe is getting the next title shot, after that, I think it's probably gonna be the winner of Curtis Blades versus Sergey Pavlovich. That gets it to the next title shot. If John Jones beats Stipe and fights again, at the end of 2023. So Ciryl gane could face the loser of that fight. The loser of Curtis Blades versus Sergey Pavlovich. They're both, actually Curtis is a grappler. So it'd be interesting to see how Ciryl gane has improved his grappling. And Sergey is a big, powerful, heavyweight boxer of knockout power. And it's still an interesting matchup because he's got that reach. He's got higher fight IQ than Tai Tuivasa and Derek Lewis. And then you got also another potential opponent for Ciryl gane is Tom Aspinall. He's coming off of ACL injury. He had he got in his fight versus Curtis Blades. Tom Aspinall has got good boxing. He's fast. And he's also got a really good ground game, great submissions. And this would also be another good challenge to see where Ciryl gane's grappling is at, considering what just happened in 2 weeks ago at this point. So I think both those fights are intriguing because either or is intriguing in its own right. But I personally would like to see him go up against a grappler before we can try to say okay, let's give Ciryl gane another title shot. But another opponent as well is Sergey Spivak. Sergey Spivak is coming off that win versus Derek Lewis in February, where he basically ragdolled Derek Lewis, which is very impressive. He's got good judo, good BJJ, so it'd be interesting as well. Another grappler to go up against Ciryl gane, which in my opinion, this is who he should fight next. Not a grappler. I don't think he should fight another heavyweight striker. He's the best striker in that weight class, and I don't think he needs to prove it anymore. What he needs to do is prove that he's got good grappling. He can compete and become the champion, because obviously I'm a huge fan of him. I want to see him become the champion, but I don't want to see him go up against another striker. I want to see him face a grappler. I don't want to, because otherwise he's not going to show where he's really at with his grappling. Yes, he could take some people down and just submit them, but it's different when you're having to defend or someone like that who has better technique than you. So I think that they should Ciryl gane, his camp should try to line him up with a grappler. I think he could probably return. He didn't take much damage, so I would say probably return in July. Sergey Spivak doesn't have a fight. Tom Aspinall could probably return around that time, so that seems like a good time for Ciryl gane to return, around the same time as John Jones. And then towards the end of the year, maybe fight the loser of Curtis Blades and Sergey Pavlovich. Especially if it's Curtis Blades, yeah, I would say go for it. If it's Sergey Pavlovich, and yeah, go for it as well. But his next fight, it has to be a grappler, in order to see if he can actually compete with the top guys. Because yeah, we know his striking is there, but his grappling really, really needs some improvement. And hopefully Ciryl gane's mentality is strong and better than ever after a loss.